Right. Hopefully you guys should be able to hear me. He's back. Yes. Right. Okay. We are back. We are back indeed. Yeah. I don't know what happened then. It for some reason just bugged out. It was telling me like warning connections unstable. Please wait while we try and reconnect you, and it just did that continuously, and it just never reconnected. So I assumed it was something to do with my router. I thought the router had gone down, so disappeared to quickly check that. That seemed to be fine. Got all green lights across the board, or in my router's case, blue lights across the board to say, yeah, everything's all good. So, yeah, I don't quite know what happened unless it was maybe just traffic lights or internet traffic light. It just tanked a little bit, so it just slowed it down to the point it couldn't keep up, and then it just sort of bugged out, and then it never quite recovered. But we're back for part 1.5. So we've done part 1. This is 1.5. This is basically the continuation of the first stream, so it gives me an excuse to call it 1.5. There's part 1.5. Take the first one as basically episode 1A, and this is episode 1B. But yeah, I do apologize for that. Technology loves to be an absolute pain in my rear end. So, but we're back. So we're going to continue from where we left off. So, got to remember where I was now in regards to the build. So we are step 43. So we've got these two little pink bits on, and then these two little grey parts on either side. Hopefully you guys caught that before the stream decided to bug out and go a little bit weird. If not, then YouTube's kind of made you miss out on a couple of steps. But we didn't get too far ahead, so you're all good. Everyone's good. Right. 4 more of those, and these need to go. Well, one decides it wants to go on the floor. Now I've got to try and find the piece wherever it has decided to go. There's that one. This is a good way to start one. And there we go. Lucky enough. It ended up underneath my tuchus. Not directly underneath it, but it ended up underneath the chair. Now I've got to try and reposition myself. There we go. Right. So these are to go. On there. Try remember. It's one of those, like something else has happened, so it's completely and utterly sort of thrown me off my concentration. Sorry, it's not the only thing that throws me off my concentration. Plenty of things that do. Right, so those, and then we need that one and that one. I think that's just playing the same thing over and over again. It is indeed. There we go. Right. So these two, you've got to go that way round. So that one goes on there. That one goes there. But yeah, you're back, Mr. Moore. I am back, and you are now back with a standard moderator. As a standard moderator, you made me a manager mod on your channel, but you are now a standard mod on my channel. Didn't put you as a manager mod because I know you'll be like, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't make me a mod. I don't know what I'm doing. But that's why I made you a standard mod. So if there are any bot messages that come up or whatever, or you still got the power to be able to banish people and time out people for anything inappropriate and all that kind of stuff. So he has the power. He has the power to time out people. Right. So we've done that one. I just got to, well, I say we've done that one all barring we forgot to do this bit. I didn't even realise I need to put that bit on. And that is going on there. Make sure that's nice and flush. Lovely. Right, number 46. We need that one and that one. We need that one, not that one. But we need that one. And we need the two things. So we need that one and that one. And we need to basically that one, that way round. That to go on there, and then like that. So it makes that little unit. Right. So we've done those two. So these need to go, or I need to turn this upside down. Right, okay. Interesting. And where are these going? Basically there. Make sure they're all nice and straight. There we go. Right, what do we need next? Six 2x3 black plate, and then one pink. That one and that one basically, and this needs to go that way. Like so, and then this is going on there like that. And then I basically just do the same again for the other side. So that's got to go on that one. And that one like that. That one like that. So they're like that. And then, oh, right, okay, so let's move those to the side. Flip that back around. I need to grab the stand again. Here's what I built earlier. Here's what I made earlier. You know, if you know, you know. If you know the reference. And we take this and I assume we are literally just going up over the top. Right, this is going to be fiddly now because it's trying to put two big bits together. Well, it's, yeah, basically trying to connect two absolute whopper of pieces together. I think it's at an angle, which it is, because come on. Just making sure every side is connected in together. Believe it is all connected on. I so bloody hope it is. I guess we'll soon find out. Alright, step 50. We need to put this, and then we need to go through the central hole. So we need to go through. That one. We need it to straight through. There we go. Make sure that's on good and proper. Right, so if we put this that way around, we need that grey piece, that one, and then that one. And we need to go across those ones. Yep. So that one goes there. That one goes there. And then this one goes like so. Okay, 52. We need those two. We need that one. That one. One of them. And that one. Need that there a second. So that one goes on to there. That one goes on to there. This one clips onto the top of that. That one goes on like so, and then this goes on that way, and then this goes on the front. So we go that way round. Yeah, I'm already starting to get the feeling this is going to get very, very, very fiddly. I've just got that feeling now. Now with this far in, it's going to get very fiddly. Right. That's stage 52 or step 52. Now we're step 53, so we're now over here. So I need 2 green sort of L-shaped bits. And these are going on top here. So we are going basically like that. So that's going like that. All right, step 54. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? We need that one. Two of those. We also need one of them. Two of those. Now these parts definitely look familiar. I definitely remember these from the Speed Champion builds. I've seen a couple of them on the Speed Champ builds, for sure. For sure. So those two go there. Do need two? No, actually, I only need one. I thought I needed two of those, but turns out I only need one. And I need that one. So step 1 of, 54.1, I guess. 54.1 is that one. And that one. Put those together. Step number 2. Red. And that black one there. Step 3. These basically just go next to that. So those ones go like that. And then flip it upside down. Put the 2 reds on top of each other, and these basically go sort of over in the corner. Like so. Okay. Done that. And then we're now here. So we're going on sideways. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. This is not going to be. This is not going to be easy at all, is it? Oh, no, no, no. There we go. All right. And then basically I've got. What? How many steps till we finish? Or how many steps are we in? Like, that was a bit. It's a bit of an indirect question, Harrison. Is it how many steps we've got left, or how many steps have we done? Lost Poet, hey dude, thanks for the content, and remember, life is good, life is great, and we are all worth more than you think. Keep rocking. I don't know whether that's a bot one. If not, thank you very much. We'll keep rocking. This is essentially 1.5. We was live streaming, then ran into a slight technical issue, but we are carrying on. Like as if nothing ever happened. Hello again, Chloe. Nice to see you back after the little technical hiccup. Right, so basically copy and paste from what we did, but this has got to go the other. This has all got to be done the other way around. It's got to be done the other way around to how we did the other one, because we're basically mirroring this side here that we've just done. So that one goes around like that. This one goes down there. And then that one goes there. Yeah, so yeah, I got bored. Fair play. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. I do find that I generally get bored quite easily. So yeah, I'm in the same boat as you there. It's nice to see I have I share a trait with someone. So getting bored pretty quick and then sort of trying to find something else to do. But yeah, I'm still waiting for Harrison's answer on what he means by how many steps we've got left, or if he's saying how many steps is this in total. So whilst I wait for his answer, I will carry on until he pops up with his response. So we've done that one because we literally just popped it on. Well, I guess I'll sort of answer that in two parts. So in regards to what we've got left, we're just about to start step 56. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we've got 8 more steps. So we have 8 more steps until we finish bag 2. But the set overall has 238 steps. So we've got 238 steps overall, but we have 8 more in regards to bag 2. So 8 more in regards to bag 2, 238 in total, and yeah, we're currently on 56. Currently on step 56 out of 238. Nearly forgot them. Right. Let's put that one in there, and that's essentially 56 done because it's just one part. Most of these steps are essentially just one piece going in one area. Or it's basically like this step, you do this, and then the next step is basically the step you've just done, but you just mirror it and sort of, flip it in the opposite direction. So like these two bits could have been the exact same step. It could have just said like, "I'll do this one twice," but then you just put one this way, and then you just flip the other one round. Why it had to be 2 separate steps, I don't know. But anyway, let's get this one on. So that's that one on, and now we need a nice bright red piece and a nice bright yellow piece. So those two go like that. And where are we sitting with these? These two are going. Right. Okay. Yeah. I see where they go. They are going up in there. So that's step 57 and 58 done. So we've got 59, 60, 61, 62, and then 63. And then when we come back with this with part 2, we will. Yeah, when we come back to this with part 2, we'll essentially be starting on step number 64 when we come back with part 2. Right, 59. These two little brown bits which go up side, and we are lining up with the back of that red 4. There we go. Right, 3 more steps left. So this stream is going to be a lot shorter compared to part 1, because I said this would have been all together, but for some reason part 1 decided to bug in a part of it. Oh, this is actually interesting. Oh no, I was about to say then. This is interesting. It's telling me I need 2 parts and a blue bit, and I couldn't find the blue bit because it was hiding in the shadow that's being cast by the model. So I was like, oh no, I haven't got the blue bit. And then all of a sudden I've seen it. I'm like, oh, okay, crisis averted. Because otherwise I'd have been like, I think I've got a rare set here where I've got a 529 piece set, but I'm 1 piece short. What's that? So the comment you asked earlier, you went, I forgot to ask how many steps. Was you referring to how many steps I've got left until I've finished bag 2, or how many steps have I got in total? Oh, spare bits. No, I was just talking about how I was about to do step number 60, and it told me I need those 2 bits, and that I needed a blue 2 stud, and I couldn't find the blue 2 stud until I saw it sat in the shadow, because this bit was basically hiding behind the stand in the shadows, and I couldn't see it. So I thought I was going to have a rare set where I'd have a set that was missing a bit, but we found it. So in regards to number of steps in total, we have 238. I believe it was. I'll double check that. But I believe it was 238. It is indeed 238, yeah. It's 238 steps. So we have 238 steps in total, and we are currently on number 60 of 238. But we have this one, 3 more steps to do, and then that's bag 2 done, and then that will be the end of part 1. Like, even though this is part 1.5, but that will be the end of basically the part 1 of this stream. So you've already essentially got 2 episodes. You've essentially got a big episode, it bugs out, little mini episode to carry that one on, and then there'll be a part 2. Whether I do it tomorrow, Friday, I'm not too sure. Whether I end up saving it till next week, so there's at least something for next week. I'm not fully sure yet. I'm just gonna see how I feel and go with the flow, basically. So this is going up here. So that's step number 60. Step number 61 is basically putting that one on there and that one all across there. This is going to feel so sketchy because I'm essentially building the helmet on top of its plinth. So, yeah. My suspicions were correct. Everything after building this stand is going to be very fiddly because I'm essentially building. I'm going to have to move the camera up a bit because we're getting to the point where I'm essentially building up, or I'll be building sort out and then up. So this is going to go. This will essentially get more and more so where it'll come up to here probably. So you'll see less and less of the table because of how much we're going to be building. Yeah, fiddly bits, and it's going to get fiddly because this is literally just sat on this. Well, I mean, you can't see it perfectly because of the lighting, but all this is sat on top of here. So it's all been supported by the stands sort of like up around the edges here. So it's going to be very fiddly, especially putting small bits on, especially when this is going to be moving around and stuff. So it's going to get very aggravating. As much as it's a good way of relieving stress to do this. Other thing, this is going to get very stressful. This is gonna Uno reverse me and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna make your life a living hell, and this is Other thing, this is gonna test my patience. This is gonna it's turning out to be the Technic. This is turning out to be the Technic. It is going to like legitimately like stress me out. So I'm gonna probably have to stock up on some more of these. So like I said, Coca-Cola, get calling, come send me out some stuff, because I have a feeling I'm going to need a lot of cola to deal with this. So yeah, if this is going to be as stressful as I'm thinking it's going to be, I may end up doing more than just being like, right, I'll do this bag today, that bag tomorrow, that bag, so and so and so. So I've got a funny feeling bags 3, 4, and 5 are going to be done in smaller segments because I have a feeling they're going to be quite, like I said, it's going to get very fiddly. It's going to be very complicated. It's going to be stressful. The last thing I want to be doing is getting like halfway through a bag and being like, right, I'm so stressed out, I don't really want to do the stream anymore, and then like cut it short or abruptly. So I think we're going to have to pull it down into slightly more manageable chunks, just so I don't lose my hit, hit with the S at the beginning. But we're on step 63 now. The final two pieces, which are right there, which kind of blend in with the table, unfortunately. But there they are. You like my shoes? You like my finger shoes? Right. And these are basically going on top of each other. And we are going on there. Go fund me for cola. Yeah, go fund me cola. And we actually have one piece left over. A teeny tiny little, teeny tiny, incy wincy little pink stud, which I shall put into a spare bag I've got on the desk. So that goes on there. And then, of course, we've got our little removal. So I have a feeling this might be coming into some use. Because I think not only can you use it to add pieces on, you can obviously use it to remove bits. So I have a feeling this is going to come in handy to be like, right, put this in here, put that on there, regulate off, and hopefully I'm not taking the bit back off again. So yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be my best friend on this build. Look at this face. Look at this face. I've lost it. I've completely gone cuckoo. Hello. Hello, how you doing? He's going to demonstrate walking down the stairs. I'm not an illusionist. He needs Coca-Cola and donuts. I do indeed. I do indeed. Oh, hello. I'm Jeremy Clarkson. And I'm James May. Peekaboo, who are you looking at? Or and the new BK burger. Yeah. Or a Philly cheese stack. God damn it. Send help. Yeah, I have lost it. Not enough Coca-Cola. And lack of burgers in the system. And donuts. Burgers, donuts, and Coca-Cola. Definitely gonna have to do a raid tomorrow. I feel emergency donut raid. It won't be Krispy Kreme level donut raid, but donuts are donuts. Even if I go into Morrison's or Tesco and just get some jam donuts, like that'll do. A donut's a donut. I have no Coca-Cola at mine. Oh, you're killing me, man! You're killing me. Right. Yeah, so that's literally it. So the next step is 64. 64, 64, 64 Zoo Lane. And that's, yeah, so that's bag 3, and we're starting from number 64. So, have I got anything that I can use as a... That'll do. I want something to use just as a... Use something as a bookmark in the instruction booklet so I can see where I have left off from. So that can stay on there. Now this is interesting. Where the fudge am I going to store this where my cat can't knock it over and send it flying and breaking it? But then at the same time, somewhere I can store it so it's not getting in the way, because I obviously use this table to have my dinner plate on when I have my tea and all that kind of stuff. And I don't really want to be leaving it on the table, because then I'll have to keep moving this, put the dinner plate down, have my dinner plate, and then that goes back there. Answers on a postcard. Don't send postcards. Interesting headache. I might have to make some space on my desk, actually, on one of my shelves, sort of underneath. Not quite sort of on top of the PC, but underneath all my other tab, sort of like under where the camera is. So I may have to sort of pop it somewhere there just so it's not out of sight. I'll be able to see it, but it's out of the cat's firing line for jumping on everything. So I will do that in a second. So yes, folks. Anyway, after their little cuckoo mode, or little like a few minutes of being a cuckoo, I got a 24-carat Labubu. That's about all I know of that. I thank Harrison for that, for freaking saying that all day yesterday and freaking playing the video. It's stuck in my flipping head now. But yeah, so this is where we are at the moment. So obviously we built the base and the sort of neck of the base. Ooh. I've lost it. And now we've obviously started to build like the internal bit for the helmet, and obviously judging by sort of this part here, we're sort of starting to build like the first sort of outer edge of the helmet. From the looks of it, I'm guessing. I mean, if this is not like the outer edge, which judging by, actually no, I'm just having a look. I'm having a look at the thing here a second. Do excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Why on earth does the base in the booklet look a lot smaller than what I've built? Or it could just be the angle of the picture. I don't know. Okay, no, looks like the part so judging by the picture on the booklet, this part here, this nice smooth black piece, I believe this section is this section down here. Try and put it so you can see things. So you can see like there's a little gap between them. Well, you see like the line where two pieces join. I think this is the part that is here. And then this section here, I have absolutely no idea, because there's like nothing hanging out the underside. Unless we've done that bit there and then that bit there, and then this part here is essentially these bits on the other side. I don't know. We're obviously, this section is clearly somewhere on the sort of this sort of like bottom portion of the helmet. It's definitely that bit. But yeah, this is going to get fiddly. It's going to probably get a bit stressful. So the next time we come back to this, hopefully, probably next week or whatever, we'll rip open bag 3. We'll take a look, and yeah, I'll make a judgment call. If it looks like it's going to be a lot of bits and a lot of steps, which I've got a feeling it's going to be, then we'll do bag 3 in little mini segments, in like little bits, to little mini separate streams, rather than sort of doing the whole bag in one stream. And then it'll be the same for 4 and 5, sort of depending on what we've got left stepwise. But that's where we're at to the moment. So this is the completion of bag number 1 and number 2. So this is 2 whole bags done. So we've got 3 bags left, if you don't include like the tiny little mini bags that come with them. But it's like 3 big bags. But yes, 2 are done to get us to this stage. So bag 1 was essentially to build the stand. Bag 2 was essentially give us like the foundation blocks for building the actual sort of start of the helmet construction. So yeah, number 3 is going to be interesting. Could be tomorrow. Don't know. We'll see how. I'll see how the week goes. I may do it next week, because I may do this. Yeah, I think it's going to be bigger than I thought. I generally thought it was probably going to be a bit smaller. That's why the picture on the cover, I'm like, the stand looks a lot shorter to what I've built. But yeah, it's a little. It looks a bit deceiving. But yeah, I have a feeling. I'll tilt the camera up a bit. I have a feeling the top of the helmet will probably be here. So sort of like where my hand is, sort of just at the top of the picture. If not, it might be probably a bit higher up. It might sort of just go a little bit out of shot. I think width-wise, it'll probably come out to probably about there. Like, I can't see it being massively wide, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of hours. But anyway, I'm gonna stop waffling on because I know I'm boring the frick out of people. I'm probably boring the hell out of myself. I just don't know it because I'm on caffeine. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in and putting up with my slight little cuckoo moment. Apologies that the stream didn't do like one whole continuous stream and we had to sort of do it as a part 1 and part 1.5. But technical issues happen. He's going to go get some cola. No, I'm not riding my ped at like 9:10 at night. Not after all that rain we've had. It'll still be a bit wet there. Plus, not only that, I just can't be asked to take the chain off. Like, I can't be asked to get the security chain off the front wheel. But I did install a motion sensor alarm on it. So if anyone knocks into it, it'll set off a 113 decibel alarm, which will piss the neighbours off. But yeah. But yeah, as I said, can't be helped and all that. But yeah, I mean, I may get some more cola tomorrow. You know, I may sort of run out. If I decide, like, oh, I'm going to go to Mackey's and go and have a Philly cheese stack, I might sort of be like, right, well, while I go and get my lunch, I can nip into Tesco, get some donuts, go get some cola, like, and get like a cheap pack of cola or something, like, and then treat myself to a bit of lunch and then head home. And then go to BK for dinner to just try the Wagyu burger. I don't know. But it would be nice to sort of go out on my ped because that's the whole thing. I want to be out on the ped more. I want to be able to, because the more times I ride it, the more confidence I'll have on it, and like the better I'll, like you get what I mean. Anyway, the more comfortable I'll be on it, and the more good it is for me. Like, because then I'm not always stuck indoors. I can actually physically get out the house and do things, especially if you, Mr. Morley, go, like, do you want to meet up at BK? Yeah, all right, I'll jump on the ped and I'll come and meet you. Unless it's raining, and if you ask that, I'll be like, yeah, if you want to pick me up. I'll be like, so I'm not riding the ped in the rain or not. Road trip, yeah, mini road trip. We did the big road trip on Tuesday, going to Milton Keynes, to the Lego store, and then coming home via Cambridge and nearly getting stuck in Cambridge, which was a laugh and a half. Stressful bit was just having to walk all the way down to flipping Halfords. But yeah, little mini trip down to Tesco and all that, like, get some donuts and whatnot. Because then the wife can use that as an opportunity to be like, oh, actually, we need this. Right, okay. And plus now I've got the top box on the ped as well. I can actually I've got room to put stuff in. But anyway, I've blabbed on long enough. So I'm gonna go. Enjoy the rest of your evening, the rest of your mornings, afternoons, wherever you are in this precious little blue marble of a world. And I will see you all for the next one. Like I said, if I do live stream tomorrow, a Lego live build, it may not potentially be this. I may sort of make a start on either the Paul Walker Skyline, or I might make a start on one of the Lambos just to sort of break it up a bit, so you're not always getting this. Like, you'll get this and then a little bit of something else. I don't know. I'll play it, but yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, morning, and all that, like I said. And I shall see you all very soon. And, well, as I like to say when I sign off, see you all in the next one. So, bye-bye, guys.